is Aaliyah Kapili and I'm a 21-year-old classically trained singer. If you would like to get to know more about me, please check out my socials. I have links to them in the description down below and you can see it on this picture here. If you would like to make a reaction suggestion or to vote for a reaction suggestion, please check out my Patreon. I have a link to that in the description down below as well. Also, I'm excited to announce that I started offering voice lessons. If interested, please check out my website at aaliyahkapili.com or check the link in the description down below. Voice lessons are beginner friendly and for any age. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And thank you everyone for all your support. I really appreciate it. Today, I'll be reacting to Yes for the very first time, and I'll be checking out their song Roundabout. Special thanks to Michael Zaretsky for this reaction suggestion and to all my patrons who voted for this suggestion. A little bit about them is that they are an English progressive rock band formed in London in 1968, comprising 20 full-time musicians over their career. That's really cool, and it's such a fun name that they are called Yes. Yes to Yes. So with that being said, now on to the reaction! That's such a cool intro. I love how it started with just an acoustic guitar and then it has this whole switch up to a groovy bass line and the drums come in. So nice. Before we go into the next part, I just wanted to mention how much I love the way they play with the different rhythms or tempo, how they would do sudden switch-ups between a slower or a faster tempo. I really like that transition they do where they would hold a long note and create this anticipation and then they would do a sudden switch to a different or a faster tempo. It's so cool what they did there. I want to hear a bit of that again. I love those.
Mountains come out of the sky and they stand there. One night over, we'll be there and we'll see you. 10 true summers, we'll be there and laughing too. 24
love those vocal harmonies, and I believe it's a two-part harmony, and I like how the upper harmony line is sung in his falsetto, just because I think it creates such nice vocal layering for this song. And again, I really like that motif of that bass line.
You'll see, I'll be there with you. I will remember you. Your silhouette will charge the view of distant atmosphere. Cold at morning, driving through the sound and even in the valley. In and around the lake, mountains come out of the sky. They stand there. 1 mile over, we'll be there and we'll see you. 10 true summers we'll be there and laughing too. 24 before my love, you'll see, I'll be there with you.
Whoa, before we go into the next section, that sounds really cool, I just wanted to highlight how I love how they play with musical texture. Those musical sounds with the synthesizers sound awesome and adds this extra depth in this song. And with the vocals, I like how he would do some staccato parts and some legato parts. So staccato, in other words, he would chop up his singing, and then for the long notes he makes them very long and legato. Such nice little contrasts that he is creating.
Above the drifting cloud, the eagle searching now on the ground. Catching the swirling wind, the sailor sees the rim of the land. The eagle's dancing wings create as well the spins of command. Those who hold the land will hardly know more than grains of sand. We stand to lose all time, a thousand rances by in the hand. Next to your deeper fears, we stand surrounded by million years. I'll be the roundabout, the bird to make you out and out. I'll be the roundabout, the bird to make you out and
That's awesome. I believe I see what they did there. So I'm assuming they are using a ABA form, and that's because that part we just heard, I believe, is the B section. And since I heard that acoustic guitar chord that we heard at the start, I believe they're gonna go to the A section next. And that's really cool because I would say that reminds me more of classical pieces in comparison to some songs nowadays is verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. But this has like a whole big A section, a whole big B section, and then to what I assume back to A section. That definitely reminds me of some classical pieces or as an opera singer, like, it reminds me of the Kappa arias, and so I just wanted to point that out. Also, I love the vocal harmonies and how it was sung with mostly head voice, and with the percussion, it kind of reminds me of something you would hear in the jungle. I don't know why that's the vibe I am getting. Actually, just out of curiosity, I want to check a little bit about the meaning of the song. So online, it says here how it is actually about a drive from Aberdeen to Glasgow, Scotland, through multiple roundabouts, inspired by a literal observation during a tour in 1971. While the song's literal basis is a road trip, the lyrics also contain metaphorical elements about life's journey, which the listener can interpret in their own way. That's so interesting. That's so cool. I like how they made a song about a road trip. I think that's such a unique and cool idea.
In and around the lake, mountains come out of the sky. They stand there 24 before my love. I'll be there.
Again, I love the ABA form that they use in the song, and I love how they go back to the A section, and I love the transition to how they did that. And the melody in that acoustic guitar solo is so beautiful.
I'll be the roundabout. The words will make you out and out. You spend the day your way. Calling, morning, driving through the sun and in and out the valley.
Such an incredible instrumental section, and I love how it builds up to the verse or the chorus, I believe, and how you hear some of like this trill in the guitars before we go back to the singing. I don't know if trills is the right word, but at least for my singer brain, I'm gonna just call them guitar trills for now. I could be very wrong though. But anyways, let me play it a bit back, and I want to hear that part again. outros, I think.
The words will make you out and out. You spend the day your way. Call it morning, driving through the sun and in and out the valley. In and around the lake. Mountains come out of the sky. We stand there. Walking right over, we'll be there. We'll see you. Temperature summers will be there. Laughing too. 24 before my love, you'll see. I'll be there with you.
Those ending vocalizations were so cool, and I love the harmonies with it. And my favorite part about the song is its uniqueness and complexity. With its form alone, it's not a simple ABA form. It's definitely a more like complex and compound ABA form, I would say, due to its like multi-sectional nature. And so it definitely expands on that traditional ABA form. And in the end, we have like a whole coda with those ending vocalizations. This is such a well-written song. You can tell that they really paid attention to all the details when creating this song. And it was awesome reacting to it. That's the end of the video! I hope you all enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and I hope to see you on my next video. Bye!